Join me to paint this beautiful loose watercolor figure. We will try to capture the warmth of summer and the breezy feeling of the beach, and we will focus on her gesture and keep things simple, easy, and fun. I start by mixing yellow ochre with a bit of vermilion hue to create a skin tone. I use this to paint the upper back of the figure, shaping it like capital letter D, actually more like an inverted capital letter D, as you can see in the video. Then I move on to paint the left hand. This hand is only partially visible. We can see the upper arm, but the lower arm is hidden in front. So from the elbow, I suggest a bit of lower arm as shown in the video. Next, I connect the upper arm to the back shape, and now the D shape disappears as the space gets filled in. On the right side, I draw the upper arm. I make sure its length is extended just like on the left side. Then I bend it slightly to add the lower arm and finally the hand. The upper and the lower arm should be roughly the same length, but once we add the hand, the lower arm might appear a little longer. Next, I added the neck and connected it with the shoulders. Now I'm mixing a bit more of vermilion hue with Prussian blue to get a brown shade, and then I mix it with the skin tone to get a shadow color, which I use to paint the shadow on the right side of the right hand. Since I have assumed the light is coming from the left, the shadows will fall on the right side. I'm adding shadows to the left hand as well, and a little shadow along the middle of the back where the spine is, just to make it feel a bit more realistic. After that, I mix vermilion hue with more of Prussian blue to get a bluish gray shade. I use this mix to define the shape of the hand, keeping it very watery so it doesn't dry too quickly. Then using the same mix, I paint around the sketched hat to make the white hat stand out through negative painting technique. As I move towards the right side, I lighten the value by adding more water to the brush. Next, I mix Prussian blue with vermilion hue in a thick consistency to get a dark gray, which is used to paint the hair. Now I'm beginning to paint the towel, which has a bold blue and white stripes. I start near her chest on the back side using Prussian blue, and you can see how the brush stroke on the left flows diagonally downward. This suggests the end of the towel, the part of the towel that's tucked in after being wrapped around her body. I'm painting these stripes alternatively, one stripe with Prussian blue and the next left it as the paper white. As the towel moves downward, I make the stripes narrower to create the effect that the fabric is curving away. On the right side, the towel flares out slightly, so I paint broader stripes again in the same blue and white pattern. This gives a natural sense of the towel wrapping around her body and flowing outward. The broader stripes are still wet, so I'm using a bluish grey shade to paint the shadows at the end of the stripes. Next, using the skin tone mix, we are going to paint the legs, starting from the calf and tapering down gently to the ankle. We will paint one foot with heel slightly lifted off the ground while the toes still touch the surface, and the other foot placed flat on the ground. Just follow my brush movements as I show in the video. They will guide you in capturing the shape and structure clearly. Along with that, I have added a reference image of similar pose, the same one I used for this painting, so you can observe and build the stance with more confidence. Next, I mix vermilion hue with a bit of Prussian blue and a touch of skin tone to paint the shadows on the legs. For the shadow on the hat, I use a bluish grey shade, which is a mix of Prussian blue with little vermilion hue. As I mentioned earlier, we are assuming the light source is coming from the left, so the shadows mostly fall on the right side of the body. After that, I use a dark brown tone to paint the deepest shadow areas, that is the crease near the arms where the arm connects with the side of the body. I also add the same dark brown near the elbows to softly suggest the natural folds without any detail. Then I add a lighter brown value to the heel of the lifted foot. Even though the heel is normally lighter in color, it's facing away from the light, so it appears slightly darker in this context. Next, I mix vermilion hue with a bit of Prussian blue and a touch of skin tone from my palette to create the shadow color. I use this mix to paint the shadow of the towel on the calf muscle. I make sure that the leg is completely dry before adding the shadow. Next, I'm using the bluish grey shade to paint the calf shadow as shown in the video. Finally, I use the same bluish grey shade to add a thin shoulder strap that's just visible at the back. And that's it, we have finished the painting. I hope you enjoyed watching it. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.